Here we are. Here we are. Yes. 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 Yeah, there we are. We are live. Right. I'm Mad Frankie. This is Violet Igor. Let's do this at the beginning instead of halfway through. And together we make the Mad Scientist. There we go.
There you go. Now you got it.
Hey,
Okay. I'm gonna
okay.
go away.
Now I'm going to try something just to show you something to see if I can do this for a second.
Is that Rupee I hear down? Oh,
It's Witchy Wednesday. Hello. That's it. That's all you get. I'm going to go back now.
uh-oh. There you go.
There we are. So I'll now take that hat off because it's a bit warm for a hat. Now, today I have some.
Do you have your headphones on?
No, I'm just about to put them on.
There you go. Hi, Anne. Hi, Colleen.
Where's the other end?
Hi, Mariah. Hi, Paula.
There it is.
Did you see the goofy nut with the witchy hat on? Right?
If you didn't, it's too late. You'll have to go back to the beginning and have a look. I'm not doing it.
We love that hat.
So, here we are in my chemical lab. And I've got some things to show. So, I've got various things here that I'm going to try making inks out of. I've got some I've just made. And I've got some daylilies here, which I'm going to give a try to today.
Oh, I see a bug.
Yeah, there's lots of the little bugs floating around on them. Doesn't matter. I won't hurt them. And then I picked some of the ranunculus because they're starting to fade and go over. So I thought now's the time to see if I can get the ink out of them. And if it might wait any longer, I won't get anything. And then I've got some cherries off my cherry bush that's climbing up the side of the house. And they are quite a lovely colour. I might have picked them a little bit soon, but some of them were so squishy, they came off the. They not only came off the stalk, they actually left the thing behind. What do you call it? The pit. Actually left the pit behind. Yeah, that one. So I'll try with that, and I'll try with those, and I'll try with the daylilies. And I was thinking that I could do these rose petals, dried rose petals, and I thought dried rose petals in the thing that was from Morrison's, and that's meant to be for cooking. And I thought, hang on, I've got dried rose petals from a bouquet my husband gave me one time, and they dried really beautifully, lovely colour still in it. So I thought it's worth a try because they're quite deep coloured. Yeah, so that's worth a try.
I've always thought, because I have a rose bush outside my window here, I've always thought that the color from roses is most vibrant when you smush them between papers. You know, you smush them while they're not dry.
Well, that's the juices coming out. Yeah, but it's worth a try. I mean, I'm not doing anything with the juices. So next time he gets me a set of vase of roses, I'll just smash them in front of his face. I'm sure he'd love that. And then there's the yarrow. I picked a little bit of the yarrow, as I said, and I found two ladybirds on them, one of which I found while I was out there, so I just put it back on a different bit of yarrow. The other one was crawling about on it in here, and I thought, oh, tried to get it in my hand, didn't want to come, tried again, eventually got it, and took it out and gently put it back onto the yarrow that's still growing there, because it will hopefully eat all the aphids, and I don't see many aphids on here, so that's a good thing. So that's one to try, because that's a really lovely colour, and they do say you can make ink from yarrow, but they may be meaning yarrow foliage rather than the yarrow flowers, because these are red flowers. They say you get yellow from yarrow. Do they mean the yellow yarrows or any yarrow? So that's worth a try to find out. There we go. I'll pop that away, and I'll pop that away, and I'll go and deal with those when I've got a bit of time tomorrow. Right. Now, in the meantime, I've been making some more inks, and I made oak knopper gall ink, and that's the first one, which is quite a nice, pleasant pale brown. That has nothing but nothing but the ink. That's it. Just the water out of the container. after I cooked it up. What I did do was I ground it up, as you probably saw the other day. Didn't I talk about that before? But that's the powdered gall powder. Powdered gall dust. Here's pine cone dust, which I've also done. And we'll have a look at that one in a second. But so we've got that nice pale brown. And then I put a little bit of iron in, and I got quite a nice, almost reddish brown, quite a warm brown. Nice. And then I tried a bit more, put a little bit more iron in there. I got a slightly darker brown. And then I added quite a bit more. And that got a bit blacker. And then I added a lot more. And that one was so black that I called it Raven Wing. So that's really good. I've got a nice range of inks there. I think these two, the one that had what I was using was those tiny spoons, these tonic spoons, because you don't need a lot, not in a little jar like that. So I put, it says 2. So 2 of those in that one, 3 of them in that one, and 4 in that one. And this one only had the 1. So I put 1 in that warm brown, 2 in that one, 3 in that one, and 4 in the last. So there we are. That's that. And then I did pine cone ink. I did it in the same way. I whizzed up the pine cones in the coffee grinder, and I got this one. It's got soda ash with it.
Oh.
Because I found a recipe that said to put soda ash with it.
Hi,
hello, colleague. This is Witchy speaking. So, and in fact, I think the recipe I used was from someone who was a witch, who was doing it for witchy purposes and adding other things like spells and stuff to it, which I didn't do. I just did the basic recipe because I just want the inks. I'm not so bothered about the other thing. So that's a really pale one. I mean, that's just one amount to put on. So if you put 2 on, you're going to get a deeper color, I expect, but not particularly deep because it's quite a light looking color. And then I added, so I put the soda ash in the pan, so all of it has soda ash. So then I added a 1/4 to 1/2 of the little tonic spoon, 1/4 to 1/2 of that, and I got this much warmer brown. You can see how much warmer it is than that one. Not a lot, but a bit. And then I added quite a bit.
Hi, Diane.
I think an entire spoon of that. And this time, it really went a bit funny.
It did. It's got those granules again.
Yes, it granulated.
Well, I'm looking at the label, but I'm also looking at the bottle up towards the top.
Yes, you can see it's separated.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's separated. So that was intriguing. And then I found that the marigold, the calendula, had some mold on it. So I strained it off and got rid of the mold. So now I've got to put some clove oil in it. I can't remember whether I did or not before. I don't think I did because I was following somebody's recipe and she didn't mention that. So let's put some 6 drops. I put 6 to 10 drops in. So that's a bit better. It's such a nice pale yellow. I wanted to keep it. And I also got a couple of extra bits of the Nopper gall ink, so I kept a few of those. And you remember the carbonized black mulberries that was such a complete and utter failure?
Yeah.
Due to dummy here, completely forgetting about them boiling away until I smelt smoke. Nearly burnt the house down.
Yep.
That, I must admit, was pretty dumb. So I rescued it.
Forgetful, huh?
Hang on a sec. Let's clear it. I'm having a little sip. One bit sec.
Okay.
So I strained off the carbonized black mulberries, and I got what actually looks like quite a pleasant colour.
Very good. Nice save.
I don't know whether that saved it or what. It's not the same as the actual mulberry colour when, the first go, but, well, you never know. Unless you try, you don't find out. So we'll try that. And if you remember, I was making a second lot of copper ink, and I've been taking the top off more regularly to let the air in. And look what's happened. Ooh.
Ooh.
Cerulean blue now.
Ooh.
Really
Okay.
changed. I set it to sit still. The powdered blue falls to the bottom, but it's about halfway, actually, when it does that. So half of this water is the powder.
Mariah has to move over to her using her mobile, so limited on typing for her, just so everyone knows.
Sorry?
Mariah, she has to switch over to her, using her mobile, so she won't be typing as much. You okay over there?
I'm just making noises that I didn't want to broadcast.
Yeah, maybe you need some gin or wine.
Yeah, Ian, bring us a bottle of wine. Yeah.
Yeah,
So I've
Ian,
also got
help us out here.
indigo powder, which is a health thing. So it's supposed to be for your health. But I thought I'll try it, see what happens. It's a natural dye. That's the one. This one's a natural dye, not a health thing. So it's from Indigofera tinctoria, so that should be okay, because that's the right one. And if you blend it with henna, you get a medium brown to rich, deep brown hair dye. But this, according to the picture on the website, this powder is green. No, that's a printed label. But according to the website, it's a sort of limey green powder, so it'll be interesting to try. And this is one I wanted to try. It's what's the word? Well, they call it Chiccone extract. And that in the Latin is Lithospernum erythrorhizon. And that's I've got a G in it somewhere. Gromwell, I think it is. I'm pretty sure it's Gromwell. Let me just see. Let me check a Rooney. Gromwell root powder, I think. Purple Gromwell root extract powder. Now it said extract powder, but I don't know whether that means, well, it does say on here extraction method, water ethanol. So it could be the actual one that you can make inks with. If not, I'll have to try another method. Oh, I'm so sorry, I'm coughing.
And just so everyone knows, I'm under a severe thunderstorm threat right now. It's so dark here, it could be evening.
And the last thing I did, the other thing I did.
I don't know why.
I hope you don't go off.
Me too.
In the place where I got the Alexanders to make the Alexander's ink, which I liked so much, I stopped the other day and got some seeds off them. Some of them were starting to go quite nice and brown and dry. So I thought, yay, Alexander's seeds, so I can plant some. So that's nice. So let's move some of these things off here. I've got the Allen.
Hi, Tommy.
Hi, Tommy. Violet.
What? Yes.
Can you show your book for a second or two while I go and get myself something else to drink? Because I'm not doing too well at the moment.
Well, I can. You know what? I'll pull my latest little artwork out that I showed you.
Okay, good.
There.
Yeah.
And yes, it is dark here. So
I'll
I'm
be
hoping
back in just a second. I've got to go and get something to drink.
my book came, the one I've been waiting for. So I finally got that. Thank you, Fran, for recommending it so long ago, but I finally got one. But while I'm sitting here, I was playing with watercolor, and I've already shown Fran, this is one of my pieces. So it's watercolor paper, and it's just splotches and doodles, and it's not done yet. I have ideas. Fran has made some suggestions, so I have ideas to do more on it. But it's a piece of the watercolor paper that came free with the paint set. If I can find that, I will show you. With the artistro watercolor paint set. So I got a lot of nice colors. Let me know when you're ready to talk again. I'm happy to pause. Are those pretty? They really, really, really showed up.
Lovely.
Really like that. And I like your suggestions, Fran.
Well, some of them. Not the one that looked like a hanging light shade.
Well, if you know, I did add something like that on that one that we decided against. But what I did here is I got this far, and then I wanted to see. You gave me suggestions, so I scanned this and I did it 3 different ways. I added to it.
Yeah, I thought you'd done it on the computer.
That's what you saw.
Yeah. Thought so.
Yeah, it was so easy for my hand. Just throw down some watercolor, let it go wherever it wanted to go, tilt it and tip it and do whatever. And then I put down some circles and some shapes. And then I just came in and did some doodles, and the lines just follow the paint colors, just whatever. It's so easy and fun and relaxing. Are you ready? Are you coming back now, dear?
Yeah, I'm okay. Yeah. Oh, I've got a Fanta. It's one of the 0 sugars, so it's a good one.
Okay.
But it should help.
Okay.
I think. Oh, you've got to show that now.
I did. What would you like me to show?
Oh, it's okay. No, it's just that I thought you were going to show it and I missed it. So, okay, good.
Yeah, I showed it that I got it. I just got it. It just came in the mail, so I haven't had time to look through it too much and absorb it, but I'm excited. I'm excited. Anytime I can throw down paint and make splotches.
Exactly. Yeah, maybe I could do some of that with some of those gore links.
Yeah,
that would be fun.
And the nice thing about this is the faces on here don't trigger me. They don't. I don't seem to have a problem with making an attempt to draw these faces. I think I showed you my book. As long as we're here. Oh dear, where's the other one? I have too many drawing pads.
Yeah, same thing.
Oh, here it is. I was fiddling around. This one is crystals.
Oh, yeah, I can see a person right in the middle.
You can. Well, it is
a person,
whatever it is. And then because I do like faces.
Yes.
But apparently I like cartoon faces. So I was doing some exercises there. And that's about it. Okay.
Hi, Archie, Tommy. Oh, one back. Oh, okay. I thought you wanted to show.
Nope,
just in case you think this is my tea, it isn't. This is the Willow ink, and I haven't even tried it yet. I haven't put it into a container or anything. In fact, that's not a bad idea.
Can I make sure she doesn't drink that?
Sorry?
I said, we all have to keep an eye on you and make sure you don't drink that.
Yeah, well, if I pour it in here, I won't be drinking that bit.
Thanks, everyone.
Put some more in here.
It's like I was telling Fran, 40 years ago, I used to draw and sketch, especially cartoon type characters and whatnot, and I was quite good at it. And somewhere between then and COVID, since COVID, I have lost so much memory and so much hand coordination skills and all of that. So I'm starting fresh.
I think COVID was a terrible thing. I mean, it was terrible anyway, but I think it was terrible for those that survived as well. I mean, losing the things that you used to be able to do, and a lot of people losing their health, and it's just dreadful. There we are. Now I'm not going to drink it at all. Okay, it's all nice and safe. And that's willow. I must label at least one of them so that I know what I'm not supposed to do. So, anybody got a label? No, that's not a label. That's a label. Okay, cut a couple of there. What I really ought to do, of course, is to test the colour on it. This was willow twig, by the way, because somebody said you could make it from willow twigs, and I've had the willow pruned quite a lot because it was hanging over the road, a lot of dead branches up there in amongst a big branch, and you're liable if something happens when you've got that going on. So I wanted it dealt with so that we wouldn't have any public liability things happening to us, and we wouldn't hurt anybody either. So, willow twig. This one's got alum. I put about a half of one of those teaspoons, I reckon, into the pan of alum. No, I put 2 in. That's right, 2 of the alum crystals. And then I put soda ash in, and I put 2 of these scoops in of soda ash. So it's got alum plus soda ash.
It's okay, Colleen. I'm still here, still kicking. Oh,
there we go. Well, somebody's arrived. She said she was going to mute it while Russ comes home. So there we go. So let's put that on there. What I like to do, of course, is to also do a swatch, but I'll do it on another one. But I said, doesn't that look hopeful? It does look rather hopeful, because you've got to make sure you've put the lid on properly, otherwise you end up with it everywhere like I just did. Ham. Maybe I should leave some of it there to see what happens. See how it dries.
Okay. Yeah, he's downstairs banging things.
Okay. So, what I want to do with this, which is why I don't want any on there, is to see what we can do with it. So let's get a bit further away so that I can see as well.
There you go.
There we go. So I want to put it in this half, all these pieces I've got. Well, not all of them, but choose from them, you know. See if I can push that out the way somewhat. I've got an awful lot of jars here, haven't I?
You do. I'm going to have to get on here. It's about near time for you to clear that desk again.
Yeah, well, I keep playing with things, you see, so I have to have them within reach or I can't play with them.
I know.
I did show you the Clearwell Red Ochre, didn't I? Didn't I show people that, or was it only you I showed that?
No, I think you showed us that the other day. It was in...
yeah, that's fine. So let me move those 2. Put those at the back. And then put the willow at the back as well. And the clover will out the way. There we are. I've got a little bit more room now. So I've got these pieces. I've got the painted pieces, obviously. And I've got these swatch cards. I want to put some of the swatch cards in. And I quite like this as well, which is where I was testing out different things like the Alkanet, the Areca and rock salt. Always table salt, rock salt, and the ordinary. No, that was it. Table salt and rock salt. Yeah, did the same with the copper. That worked out rather nice, didn't it? You've got the little flecks in there. Yeah, so I want to put these sort of things in there. And I mean, I've tried rubbing those off. They're not coming off, so that's great. I can just leave those on there. And then I want to put this one in and that one. Now that's something else. And that's something else. I could put one of these in, but I'm not sure I want to. It's more a nature thing, so that's not really suitable. And these were part of something else. Got them all together, but part of one of the courses on Skillshare I was doing. Have we got anything else? No, all of those are Skillshare stuff. But I have got this. Just one thing. It's a little bit on the big side. I mean, it's not going to fit in there unless I chop a bit off, I think. So I might have to do that.
Well, what I was thinking is, I wonder if you could scan it and print it out smaller.
Well, I could do, but that kind of negates it being a real thing for the book, which I kind of liked. I can always try and draw it again. I've drawn it a few times now, so I can always do that. These are just test pieces under here.
Hi, Ricky.
These are the ones where, you know, testing out the inks when I first tried them, seeing what they did, how they looked. You've seen them all before anyway. And of course, doing the stained glass effect thingy.
I love that one.
I'd love to put some of that in, but I also want the chicory as well. But I don't know what I've done with the chicory. It's vanished. It's probably here.
And it wasn't done, so you need to find it.
It was done.
It was?
Last time, if you remember, I did the there it is. I found it. Did the leaves.
Oh, there.
Oh, I see what you mean. Yes, I wanted to put a little bit more on the upper piece. Yes. But yeah, there you go. So that's done. I don't want to put that in because that's Rosa Gallery. Although it's rather nice, but I do want to put some of these in. And I want to cut them out and use them like that. That's the kind of thing you can actually turn into animals.
I was going to say, those are imaginary animals.
Yeah. Oh, look, there's a horse galloping across, or maybe a three-legged horse, or something like that. So we've got to figure out how I'm going to put it in here. That's what want to find out. That's what I want to figure out. So I'm not sure how I'm going to do it. These out of the way by popping them in there. There we go. So I've got to find some way of adding it to this page because I think I want these pieces on this page. I mean, I can add something there, or something there, and something there, or something there. But I think I'd prefer that there because it opens better that way. And it doesn't matter so much about the little paper tongue, but it does matter about those. I don't want them up against the spine of this and scratching or bending the copper because the copper's quite delicate. So if I'm going to do this, we'll get those out of the way for a moment because these are the ones I want to do first. So with this, there's a large expanse of leaf not doing anything. So either I do something on here or I just cut that off and use just part of it. And I want to put that in. And I was thinking of putting that in the back. But you see, it's really too big, even If I hold it underneath,
yeah.
it's easier to see. You see?
Yeah.
If I hold it like that, oh, it might just fit. It might. Yeah, there's the very tip of it there. So let's see. Let's give it a cut. See if I can get it in. So first, I can cut this side.
Russ is on the phone. He's got to call somebody for HVAC. Our air conditioner compressor has gone out.
Oh dear.
Yep. So luckily it's going to be cool for the next few days because it's like 90 and, well, now it's storming.
Wow. Yes, 90 is quite high.
Yeah.
So even so, it's still a little bit wide. I think I'm going to have to cut through this piece, which is a pity because that's rather nice texture.
Too bad you couldn't, like, I know you can't, but it's too bad you couldn't fussy cut it and then put it down, but that would be a lot of work.
Well, I mean, I could. I mean, I could cut this out and hang it a little bit more over the mouse, move it over a bit. That's not a bad idea, actually. Yeah, I might do that.
You might also want to paint, put a background color or white or something before you glue it down so that, or leave it like it is.
This is going to go in front. I'm just not cutting it because I might need that to fold over like that, you see, is what I'm thinking.
Yeah, you're mostly off camera over there.
Sorry.
Under your name. There you go. I want to see your lap and shoes.
If I put it like that, then it's and do its job. And I think you're right about having to cut that out and move it over. And that way, you know, we could put it on that. We can have a giant caterpillar with the mouse in front. Possible. I really want it to be sort of a layered thing, this picture. So I'm going to cut this in half like that. So we've got those separated now. See, it's still a little bit big for this page. I don't want it to go into the gutter and I don't want it lapping over the edge. So let's cut it a little bit more. We don't need all of that green. Can always put a little bit of copper in the sky for him. And then if I'm going to do that, let me cut this first and see if it isn't possible without.
Wow, that's fast. There's a guy coming today to look at the air compressor already.
Wow.
And it's raining out and dark. Scary. It's outside, the compressor thingy.
So I think I'm going to do your suggestion indeed.
You're going to fussy cut?
Something to do while I'm futzing about here.
Hey, Diane says she found a book by Danielle Donaldson a few years ago that shows how to watercolor whimsical pictures. She describes the process well and goes into how to pick out objects in the picture. I want that book.
Lovely.
Mariah says hi. Hello, Marta. Mariah's on her cell phone, her mobile. She's on the road or whatever, I think. So her typing is limited. Don't think she's ignoring anybody. She's not. I got to go look that up, Diane.
Well, I'm going to cut around this anyway. Because if I don't do something about this, I'm never going to use it. And that is not the point of having gone through all the trouble of painting it, drawing it, and getting it ready.
Yeah. And I like your idea of putting the little buggy caterpillar thingy behind it.
You like that?
Yeah.
Good. Although it should strictly speaking, be the other way around. Strictly speaking, it should be Buggy in front of him because Buggy is smaller and he'll only be bigger than him if he's closer to you. But oh, who
Well,
cares?
one or the other. Either way, the layering effect is what I like. The idea of
Yeah,
layering.
picture after picture after picture, and you just turn a page, and
Yeah.
there's the next bit. So putting this one on as something that is stuck down, it's a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
So that's not quite right, but I'm getting there.
The Art of Creative Watercolor, Creative Girl, Creative Watercolor Set. Ooh, interesting. I may actually have that in an ebook somewhere.
Really?
Yeah.
And the other thing, of course, in cutting it out like this,
Yeah.
any bits where the very watery ink went over the edge,
You can cut it off.
I'm just cutting it off. Yeah.
And
And
you
if I'm
don't
gluing it down, it won't matter that it's a very thin stalk.
and you really don't have to be very precise. I mean, close, but not precise. We like a
Well, that's
little.
not it's not precise.
Well, then I don't fussy cut.
I don't do it very often because it simply hurts too much.
Oh, sorry. The one I'm seeing that I think I have is by Anna Victoria Calderon. Okay, different author. But this one's nice. Mermaids and whales,
Let me try.
flying dragons. Me likey.
Yes, it's definitely got to be cut out. I think. Well, I'll cut the top of the mouth. I'm going to have to cut this out now. Like that, I think. Snippy whippy. I did actually paint these white flowers. Well, you wouldn't know because it wasn't a white ink, but it was a very, very pale ink. If you put it on a magnifying glass, you might find out. Not otherwise. This is not the best pair of scissors. I've got a better pair somewhere. Sure. Oh, don't do that. It's an empty jar anyway. No, maybe not in that one. No, I can't see another one. This one's just inclined to slip past itself like that when you're using it, which is not great. Well, let's carry on.
I use little ones like that. I've been cutting Russ's hair since COVID.
Uh-huh.
I can go in and get it cut, so I've just continued to cut it. And I use scissors like about that size, and my fingers get stuck in there.
Yeah. Well, I use scissors like this. He's got a set like this, but it's a little better because it came with his not a beard trimmer, the other thing, hair cutting thingy. You know, the one that you set to sort of number 4, and it's sort of lethal.
Oh, I use scissors and an electric shaver type thingy, and I've been known with the twitch in my hand. Russ gets some wonderful hairstyles, haircuts.
Bet he does.
Yeah, you know, there might be a patch missing around his ear, or a little patch taken off the back of his neck that, oops.
Yeah,
Like, don't worry, honey, it'll grow back.
I agree with you, Diane. I agree with you. It's more freeing not to have to worry about it.
Less intimidating. I think that's where I can do faces better if they're more cartoonish and caricature like. I'm just happier. I don't mind trying. I've still been trying to do eyes and noses and mouths because it's a good hand thing for me to attempt. But overall, I like the whimsy looks, faces, especially children looks.
Yeah.
Yep, it's the Good Luck Barbershop. That's right, Anne.
Yeah, if you go there, good luck.
Yeah. He's very patient and forgiving of me if I oops. Yeah.
Is that a naysay back there somewhere?
Yeah.
Not as forgiving as all that.
I have gotten close to his ear, Paula, but like I said, he's like, it's okay, honey, it's okay, I'll heal. Okay.
Dear. So I've got these little bits of white, so I'm going to cut them back this way because it's easier than trying to turn around that corner and muller the card. And then I can go in with this, I think, and finish off the corner.
Yeah, it's a good day if I had
easier if I had a cutting board, but I haven't. So. And the same with this one, just needs trimming.
It's going to be so fragile when you get to the white buds, you know.
Yeah.
So,
well,
I'm glad you didn't do them first.
Oh, I nearly cut that leaf off.
No.
So, no, I don't want to cut that leaf off.
Can you hear the rain coming down here?
No.
It's quite loud.
Maybe I should turn up my volume.
No, because
I took my hair down to be the witches.
And I'll blow your ears out.
Say something.
Hello, testing, 1, 2, 3, testing.
Yeah, it was already at the highest level.
I thought so.
Yeah. And I still can't hear your rain. I think that's very mean of you. Make the rain louder so I can hear it. No, maybe not. That'd probably be a bit too lethal. Don't want it whipping bits of the house apart.
We needed a good rain. Saves us from having to water the garden.
Yeah, well, we had a good one last night. I was very happy.
Russ says he needed it to clean the bugs off his van.
Have you seen that thing on Facebook or somewhere, or perhaps Google, I can't remember, where there's a woman sort of going, and absolutely loving it when it's raining all over her and drenching her. And the caption underneath is, I don't have to water the plants.
Yeah. But he will have to go out and reapply the neem for the cherry trees to keep the lady beetles or the Japanese beetles from attacking it, because they're about due to show up.
Oh, right. Neem. What is neem?
It's an organic, safe, non-toxic, like a vegetarian or something mix that he sprays or pours on the plants to deter the Japanese beetles. So
Oh, I see.
yeah, I'm not at all sure what it's all made up of.
Right. Well, I'm about there. Snipping off the last little bits.
So
there.
what Paula says, her hubby says, "Don't give me a van," and he doesn't mean Morrison. What does that mean then? Because that's a van. The only van I know is P's van or Van Morrison.
Oh, my white van out the back. Well, our white van.
Well,
I'm not even allowed to drive it.
But she's talking about a haircut. Her husband said, "Don't give him a van." What is?
Yeah, I'd like to know.
Yeah, inquiring minds want to know.
So I'm just using this to get the last little bit where it hasn't quite gone as far as I thought it had. Because I'm afraid of cutting too far and cutting the dang thing off the end. But we don't have that last leaf. That's better. That's much better. So, last one. Let's start with the flowers. Or at least get a bit closer.
Nope, I'm lost.
Are you?
Well, to Paula, that was in response. She says ears, van, referencing a van.
Veneers. Veneers. Or is that Van Meers?
Well, she said ears and then van. I'm lost. See?
Ears van. I don't know about ears van. Van ears, yes. Ears van, no.
Not enough gin.
Well, you can put a veneer.
Go.
Wood.
My favorite artist. Duh. Sorry, all I could think of was a van with that, like Russ and Ian drive. So it was interfering with me being able to imaginate anything else. Duh. Van Gogh ears.
So, okay, what was the ears about? Oh, yes, got it now. I've got it.
All right.
Hair cutting. Van Gogh. Ears.
You and I
Van Gogh.
Yeah. Yep, you and I are so bright we could skip off together and light up the whole sky, right? That's how bright we are.
Something like that.
Yeah, I'm in good company.
I don't know how I'm going to fit this with the mouse.
Oh, I love you guys. Street lights are on. That's how dark it is.
We haven't got it that dark here. Gosh, is that because of the storm?
Yep. Doesn't bother me. I like a good storm. I've been known to stand out in it to get pictures. Not in the pouring rain, but because my camera would get wet, silly man.
Yes, of course. Yes, you don't want your camera to be struck by lightning. Doesn't matter about anything else, but the camera's valuable.
Yeah, the lights are on, but nobody's home. It was a moment. I had a moment. That's all. Van Gogh. That's right. The best part, Paula, in a week, I'll forget it all, and you can come back and say it again, and I'll have to ask you all over again. Van.
Yes, we will.
See how much fun I am?
Oh, yeah, terrific. I hate fussy cutting.
Yeah, it's not my favorite thing because my hands cramp.
Well, my hands jerk, so I
Yep.
can cut through that leaf with no problem at all. In fact, I very likely will because it's hanging by a thread already.
Russ, and yes, and Ann said uh, the problem was we went from barbershop to me talking about rain washing your van. So it was just going too fast. Thought process. My neurons or whatever they're called are slower these days. Wow, that's loud.
Oh, nearly tore it again. Same place as well. Does not like me.
Oh yeah, absolutely, Colleen. Colleen says with the loss of memory, it makes it easier to pick out a movie to watch on Fridays, even if we've seen it a couple of years ago. It's all new to us again.
Very true. Yeah. I'm going to cut that first, I think. I'm going to do that with all of them. Might be easier.
Watch your finger there.
Yeah.
Slow and steady wins the race. Well, Belinda says, such delicate cutting, Fran.
Yeah, I've got the awful feeling that I'm being terribly boring.
I'm trying to entertain the masses.
You're doing a very good job.
Well, thank you. Silliness works.
Yeah. Why don't you put some blots on a bit of paper and then see if you can draw an imaginary animal?
You think? Well, I wanted to read the book before I had a go at it. I do have some
Oh.
paper with. Nope, it's still too wet. I'm not working with it when it's wet. It's so humid here. Well, 100% rain.
Let me catch
Yeah,
that little bit showing white.
I've been on a watching the Grace and Frankie episodes, the last few seasons that I've missed. I'm playing catch up with those. And Russ is doing a MASH marathon.
Oh, I'd love to do a MASH marathon.
Yeah, and
Just a lot
the other one, what did you just say? Frasier, the one with Frasier. He did a Cheers marathon a while back, so.
Wasn't so into Cheers, but I really liked MASH.
Yeah, so do I.
It's still funny.
Ian liked Cheers.
Yeah, I miss. I wish I could find it. Northern Exposure.
Uh-huh.
I love that one. Easy. Yeah, I would do the same, Diane. Me being me. But she wants to use the original. That's the whole point of her botanicals, is to cut this out, not use a scanned image. She wants the original.
Yeah, I'm afraid I'm a bit nitpicky that way.
Well, you're the one that's got to do the work.
Yeah, I'm the one. You're the lot who've got to watch me.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you don't have to. Perhaps I shouldn't have said that.
You
have to. You absolutely have to.
We have to. You're holding us hostage.
Yep.
Anne says she liked MASH until the last episode of the series. It gave her bad dreams.
Yeah, I didn't like the last episode of the series either. It's like Poirot. I watch all the Poirots except the last one.
but I just moved it over more in case the air conditioning people come.
Oh, I see. And I said all that and I was on mute. Do
There you go.
you see the rain? You missed it. It's letting up a bit now, getting lighter.
It won't work.
Nearly there. One piece to do, and I'm done with this rotten thing. It won't be worth it in the end.
It's letting up now, Belinda. It's getting lighter out. Oh, thunder? Was that thunder?
I looked at the map. It's supposed to be keep going until about 8 o'clock at night.
Oh, cool.
There's a line there, but it's not moving east. It's moving sort of straight up.
Oh. I'm gonna pull this back. Paula says she misses Dexter. Yes, Russ loved Dexter.
That was good. I may watch that.
I wasn't gonna say it out loud because I knew you'd say that, and I wasn't a fan of Dexter. I do like the guy who played him because I watched.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, he was in 6 Feet Under, and I watched some of that, not all of it, but I liked him in it. I think he's a good actor.
He was in something else. He was in
Mm-hmm.
wasn't he the one where he could see things more than other people and he could make things happen? Oh, I can't remember. Some sort of detective he was.
There's been a few things I've seen him in.
He's trying to find now the CSI. I think it's CSI. You said with D'Onofrio.
Well, Law and Order.
Law and Order.
Vincent.
No intent.
Criminal Intent. The one with lost his name. There it went right out.
Yeah,
D'Onofrio
him.
guy.
There we go. We're nearly there.
Almost there.
Almost there.
No blood.
No blood. Yeah, that's a blinking miracle, I can tell you. Right, just a bit over the top of the mouse.
Yeah, it didn't interest me either, Colleen. But he likes that. He's a guy. He likes all that stuff. You know, it's okay. Dexter.
Does he like Fringe?
He did watch Fringe. I remember him watching Fringe.
I liked that.
And he's watched so much of Supernatural that I swear Dean and Sam are family now. And you have to remember the type of job, well, you know, because of Ian, the type of job they do, they want to come home and they want to turn the TV on to something that is mindless but entertaining.
What, like watching police chases?
Yes. And
that's what Ian does.
And less about acting and more about blowing things up or shooting and bang, 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 you know?
Yeah, well, we don't have the bang, bang, bang. We just have the criminals being really stupid and breaking up the car over the edge of a cliff or something, and then coming out with a single injury.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Right, Trish? And then he liked one of his favorites is Clint Eastwood, the old Clint Eastwoods with Hang 'em High and
Man with No Name.
Josie Wales.
Outlaw Josie Wales.
Magnum. Dirty Harry, sorry.
Dirty Harry. That's the one.
Oh yes, I liked him.
Secrets of Skinwalker Ranch.
I heard that.
Don't like the sound of that.
Yeah, what is that? He loves Stephen King. He's read every Stephen King that he can get his hands on at least twice,
Oh
if
yeah,
not more. He knows the characters.
Pet Cemetery. Yeah. I didn't like any of those Stephen Kings. There's one that Ian's reading at the moment, or has just recently read. I can't remember. Don't keep up. Called Fairy Tale.
Oh, yeah.
Has Russ read that one?
That one's actually pretty good.
Yes, he has.
And it's not horror. It's not horror. It's more of a fairy tale.
Oh, good. Well, that's why Ian then said that I would like it. I'm not convinced, but
I think Babe would like it.
I don't like horror.
No, I'm done with that. I've lived it. That's enough. Sons of Anarchy. How about that, honey?
Yeah, that doesn't appeal to me for some reason.
No. And then we watched what was the military movie we just watched? The old one.
Hannibal Hayes.
Say it again.
Hannibal Hayes.
I don't.
I love it when a plan comes.
I will not watch that. And he will do that noise, and it gives me the creep.
No. That's a different Hannibal.
Okay.
The one with Mr. T with the medallions I'm talking about.
Oh, okay.
Not Hannibal Lecter.
Yeah, I don't even like the name. Kudos for Anthony Hopkins, excellent actor, but that one I just and Foster, but I can't watch it. It just creeps me out.
I used to love it when they got locked into a garage, and when they came out, they burst open the doors because they'd built this amazing machine out of the bits in the garage. They wouldn't have much luck in mine. One piece to do, and we're done with this. Then I can just chop it up so that it fits.
Lay him over the caterpillar picture. He's adorable. Look at that.
But I've just got one bit to do, the bit between his legs.
Bruce Willis is good, yes.
Die Hard. Oh, I like those.
Yes.
I liked it because there's a hero and he beats up the bad guys.
Yeah, and he's funny.
My hero wins. I like that. I like it when the hero wins. There you go. I wasn't going to do that though. What I was going to do was this. Now, if there's anybody still listening, I'm so glad you're still here. Likely. No. So.
Oh, it's gonna.
I can bend it though. Now it's so thin. I can bend it.
Yeah. Without losing it. Although Solomon's seal does bend.
Yeah, but not in the direction I want it to bend. But anyway, there we go. So that's that. And then we want to put that in. And this goes on the top. So
thank you, everyone. They're all still here, Fran.
Are they? Good Lord. We must have the patience of a saint, you lot. Thank you. I'm amazed. Absolutely amazed. Now, did I drop the other one? What have I done with it? Hello, where are you? Chicory, come back.
Yeah, you just had it. Oh,
I know.
It probably is under there somewhere, right? Keep
looking. There it is. It's right at the bottom. There we go. Yeah. So, if I put him there, put that there. I don't know that I want that piece. Don't think I want that much of it anyway. Skyzerines. It's more likely to want just a little bit as a tip in, like that.
Yeah, there you go.
That's better. And then that can go like that. And he is looking up. That will just fit there. So I think I cut the whole of this off. What happened to the scissors? There they are, they've fallen forwards. I think I just cut the whole of this off like that. And like
Okay. Oh,
that.
I like that part. Oh.
Tough.
Too late.
Yep, too late. So that can now hide behind there and it looks better. That's fine. That's going to be just right, I think.
Yeah.
And I'll bend it back a little bit more to fit it in. Right, so let's stick that down now. We've made a massive, great decision. The other thing is, am I going to leave it like that or should I put it behind something like that?
Nope.
I think it's a bit lost on that one.
Yeah, but what you could do, couldn't you paint the background instead of adding a back? Nope. Nope. Lost.
I don't like that either.
Nope. It loses
This is
it.
almost. No, maybe not. It's getting better. How about doing one all in avocado? Just the avocado and the copper ink. That would be interesting.
Yeah, that would be okay. They don't
Right
clash
size.
with the,
Yeah. Especially if I put the avocado down here and the copper up there.
and if you don't like it, you could still cover it.
Or I could use it for something else. You know, it doesn't matter. That is a good idea.
Brian says a monochromatic blue would be nice.
What's a monochromatic blue? What shade is monochromatic? Yeah, like I know.
Okay, Colleen, we'll be here if you can make it back. I think we'll still be here. We've got at least another hour to go.
Oh, is that too small? That's not too bad, actually, that piece. Or I've got some more there.
Are you using watercolor paper or copy paper?
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
same as I used on this, you see. It's had such a nice effect. I don't want to do anything else.
Well, you could pull your swatches out and put your thing over your swatches and see which colors.
Pull the what? Pull the swatches out and do what?
And lay your mouse and your Solomon seal over it and see which one makes you feel comfortable. I do like what you showed already, that blue and that avocado. Yeah. See,
I think the blue and the avocado is going to do it.
Yeah. Yep.
That's what I think. Anyway,
Yeah,
back to where
moving on.
I think
Paula, a soft greenish blue background. Yeah, with that.
that's going to be right. So if I cut this first,
Uh-oh.
I'm just going to cut this in two. I'm going to cut it in half. Right, put that sheet away and then look at how well it's going to fit and where I'm going to do it. Is it going to be okay to fold it or shall I just cut? Because I don't want it completely over. No, I'm got better to just cut, I think, unless I fold it there. I think that would work. Let's get all of this out of the way. Leave the mouse, see? Down there.
Yep. You're getting
They're delicate. Yep. These on the floor for the moment.
Hey guys.
And I reckon I can cut that then. Is that straight though? I'm not sure it is. Oh, that's good enough, yes. Fine. Where's my bone folder? Let's make a decent crease.
Did you name your mouse? Because you're pushing them all over the place.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Henry.
Henry. Oh, there you go. Nice name. Well,
Don't know why.
a scoreboard would be handy, Diane, but she's out of room on her desk there, so she probably wouldn't have gone to get it and put it up. She needed a cutting mat too.
Sorry, what? Do what? A scoreboard? Nah, no. Not bothered about the scoreboard. That's good enough.
Yeah.
So, next step then is to very carefully remove the book. Like
Whoops.
that. Without squishing the leaves.
Yeah.
Very good. And pop this on here.
There you go.
Now, it might be nice to put a bit of the Raven ink in as well, just to try it out. Or I can do that on the other. No, well, I'll do that on the other one. I'll do this on this one. So I need the copper ink, but I think I'm going to use this one, which is nicely there. And avocado. I've got to go and fetch avocado.
Okie doke.
Let's see what number avocado is, and I don't have to fiddle about pulling up 97 different ink bottles to try and figure out which
Carla
one
said
is
she had a pet mice. She
is
had
why I
Thrice Upon a Time. She does love them. Well, somebody has to.
Huh? Sorry, I missed that.
Carla says that she had pet mice thrice upon a time, and she does love them. And I said, somebody has to.
Okay. Avocado, burnt avocado, 38.
Thank you for being
Number
here.
38. I will be back in a sec. I'm
Okay.
going over the room to where the bottles are.
Love to you and Evie and Tommy.
Grab number 38.
Virtual hugs.
39, 38.
The guy that's coming to fix or look at the air compressor is due here any
Isn't it
minute.
nice to get everything swatched ready?
I backed in one of those poles at Quick Trip. Those big cement poles that.
Oh, very much disturbing the camera. Whoops.
Not the car or the pole.
Sorry about that.
Anyway,
Where's my headset? There it is.
something.
Sorry, you all went on a bit of a merry-go-round ride there, didn't you?
We're all right. I held on.
You held on. Good.
He was
I'm
talking.
loving this avocado. I've got to have me some more avocados because it's a lovely ink. I really like it.
I've used it to boiled avocado skins. I've used it to make colored papers, copy paper, you know,
Uh-huh.
dyed copy papers for journal pages, signatures.
Just need these things. I think that's the best one. Best for size, I think. Right, that way up. Okay.
Ooh, I hope everybody's safe, Colleen. Look at that. That's beautiful. The color you got from that is just so gorgeous.
I didn't mean to put so much up there. I did not mean to do that.
Suck it off.
But tough. It's going to go over the top of something. I was trying to suck it off, but it didn't seem to want to come off.
Well, get your little. Well, you want some on there to squish, so keep that in mind.
Yeah, but where's my? There it is.
So get your napkin or kitchen towel. Well, you're not going to squish anything if you do it that way.
No, I know. But I want to do something different. Like I said before, I want to use...
Rich. That's a good word. That color is so rich. That's what Belinda said.
That's why I like it so much, you know?
Yeah. Thank you for that word. That's what I was searching for. And the bottom half of that is off camera. FYI.
Okay, I just wanted to...
There's an
clean the
imaginary aminal.
No.
No? That's the book.
Oh, they don't look imaginary.
Well, I don't know what kind of aminals you have in your head, honey, but they look imaginary to me.
Well, those kind of imaginary.
Oh, okay. I showed him the cover of the book, Fran, and he said those don't look imaginary.
Really?
Yeah, it's a bit scary, isn't it?
Yes, it's definitely a bit scary.
Yeah, I don't know where you've been and what you've seen, but if those don't look imaginary to you, paint your feelings.
There you go.
Get that saran
a
wrap
little bit
down
more
there.
of that.
Squish it.
A bit more over here.
Colleen, where are you? What hills are you talking about?
These hills, maybe?
Well, she said her hubby is going up in the hills in the RV with the dog.
right.
He wants to check out a place he usually goes fishing. I'm just wondering what hills.
Right. I'd like a little bit of Alexander's, but I haven't got any. So I think I'll try some of the willow as well. A little bit of willow as well. Just to see. Now then.
Ah, okay. I knew that, Colleen, because you and Anthony and Sharon, I knew that. It just left my brain.
Now I've made a right old mess here, but I don't care.
We had the
I'm just going to...
We had the smoke from the fires last week, and it kept me indoors, and it was horrible. If I stepped out, I have to step outside to the patio to refill the bird baths, and it was more than enough air for me. It was really bad. So I feel bad for you guys that are getting it again.
Yeah, it doesn't sound great, does it?
Well, they actually, Fran, they were talking about it heading your way, but with the rain that came in, I'm not sure that it made it to you with any lasting issues.
I think I better stop playing. Right, I'm putting this away to develop at the moment on the floor, so I'll probably get some nice ink stains on the floor.
So should we keep in mind that I don't know if it was that paper or not, but the plastic stuck to it.
No,
Oh.
it's the Tyvek that stuck to it.
Oh, okay. Yep, you're right.
So we're going to put that in at the back with.
Your camera's wonky.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I agree. Colleen says, Fran, I love this technique of the saran wrap. It creates such a nice texture.
Exactly.
Yep.
That's what I thought when, I liked them, but I wanted the colours in a different position.
I like Harry.
Henry.
Henry.
I don't want to call him Herbert. He looks too good to be a Herbert. He looks more like a Henry.
I wonder if you could make the stem come out of the ground as a slant, and then instead of bending that top part so much, bend the stem towards Henry. Does that make sense?
Yeah, but if I bend the stem towards
not that
him,
one, not that, the bottom part of the stem. There you go. Does that help? And then you only have to really bend that large leaf in, so it's not sticking out of the book.
Well, we'll see when we get the other piece. If it works the way I want it to. It probably won't, so I'll probably do something else. But the next thing is I also want to put, where did it go? Down there. Okay, let me grab it. If I put this down now, then when that's ready, if it's going to go there, it's going to disguise that anyway, so that's good. Good. All right, what have I done with the glue? Anybody seen the glue? Oh, yes, there it is. Thank you. It's always just in front of me. It does feel nice to be actually sticking something down.
I'm sorry, Fran. The guys were talking. What did you say?
I said it does feel nice to be actually sticking something down.
You haven't done that in a while.
No, exactly. There we go. Here it comes. Good enough. Lovely. We'll take these out of the way for a moment because I think I'm going to want to put something down behind this as well. So I'm thinking that is a little bit too much. A little bit too bare, don't you think? Especially if I'm going to be putting something like one of those stained glassy things behind this one, then I'm going to want to put something down here.
Well, I'm looking at your signature pages, and I think, just as a suggestion, any one of those would look really nice behind that. I know they're in use, but do you have any others?
Yes, I do. I didn't use them all, so I have others. I've just got to go and get them out of the other room.
Yeah, I think that would go well, and then go right into the pages.
Yeah, it would, wouldn't it? That's not a bad idea at all. Yeah. So if I'm going to put that there like that, and then we've got a couple of other things to get in. Oh,
that reminds me. Diane, the album I made, and I haven't done anything with it. I'll show you.
I'm thinking that I might put these, on the front of here. Or perhaps one on the front and one on the front of that one. But that's number one, you see, so that's a good one to put there. But I'm not sure because I've got the pale ones from the week before showing how it's changed over time. So I'm not sure about that one. But I've somehow got to get them. I could just put them in as another little inclusion and add it to in the middle somewhere where the band is so that I can put it over the band like.
Yeah, you could do that. You could just do that for now until you make a definite decision.
Yeah. I think that's not a bad idea.
Yeah.
And then I want to put some of these things that I may turn into imaginary animals through a book as well.
Okay, well, I'm going to put my camera up because I made a journal. This is the width of it. You don't have to go away. There's room. 3
Okay.
inches. So the spine is 3 inches.
All right.
And then you open it and you have this page and then that page. Oh, that's so close. So it's all done in black. And then you turn the page and you have that page. The next signature is this one, which opens. Sure it does. There's a pocket there. It comes that way. Over here. And we have this one, like a waterfall. And we have this
That is complex.
here. We have this one opens like this. Goes all the way out. And then just a simple page there. And then this one is this way. Let's see, pocket here. This one goes up and over. Pocket here, pocket in the top. And that's it. I have to figure out how to either give it away or figure out how to decorate it, you know?
Well, I think that's a wonderful background for lots of things, that.
Yeah, I like the black cardstock. What do you got?
Yes.
There? Imaginary critters.
Yeah, well, we'll have to do some imaginary critters. Have to turn it into something instead of just... Did I take a scan of this? I can't remember that I did. I don't know, but I wouldn't be able to see what I've written anyway, so it doesn't matter.
You would do that.
It's in a stream, so we can always refer back to it in a stream.
Yeah.
I do like this one, just because of the wonderful crystals that formed on it. I really, really want to use that one. You see them?
Yep.
Look at that one glinting like gold, that little one to the side.
I'm just mesmerized by that little island of it with the turquoise in there.
And that was the broom, really, with iron. Broom with iron. Interesting. Well, I think I'm going to cut that piece out anyway.
You are? Okay.
I are.
It's humid in here, I'm saying.
I knew it was this morning, but I didn't think about the air not being on. I just figured it didn't take on because it was cool enough not to take on.
Oh, that's nice, Diane. A good memory.
I think I need a white pen for that.
You know what that looks like to me? We've been looking at I sent you that joke.
Huh? What joke?
Oh, you probably didn't see it. We've been sending pictures back and forth so much. A mushroom walks into a bar. Bartender says, "We don't serve your kind." Mushroom says,
And he says, I'm just a fun guy. I'm a fun guy.
Smart Alec.
yes, and your point is? And I'm looking at your picture right there, and it's making me think of these weird fungi that we've been looking at lately. Anything by Ernst Haeckel, or Haeckel, however you say his last name. I'm not sure, but I love his depictions of mushrooms and fungi. And look at that. It looks like oh, look what she's doing. You're scaring me that you're going to go off the page and mess up your chicory.
That's all I'm going to do to it. So there we have a weird creature. You can always put him on the back of there, you know.
Uh-huh. Yep.
Like that. I think that's not a bad idea, actually. Yeah. Like that. Pop that over there to dry. I don't want to smudge the white.
Wouldn't you like to bring it back and hold it up to the camera for everybody to really get a good look at it? There you go.
Sure,
over here. We're over here. There you go. He's cute. He's a fun guy.
Certainly is. So there's him. Can we do any more?
Well, I think that one looks like a rabbit, and that one over there looks like a pelican.
Which one? Which one's the rabbit and which one's the pelican?
Okay. Let's see. Lower it down because you're too close and I can't show them all to you. So
I can't get it any lower.
Let's see. The one to the right, the greeny splotch to the right looks like a rabbit. Yep. You see the little bumpy tail, little bushy tail, barely there. And then, yep. And then his feet you could see his hind legs. Yep. A rabbit or something, maybe
it's an imaginary animal. Doesn't have to be a rabbit.
There you go. It's an imaginary animal. So the head would be where
some kind of bird, obviously.
Yep.
And it goes this way around because there's the head.
Yep.
And there's its body. Possibly.
And then the other
one, a little mouse or a cat or something with a tail.
I'll tell you who does good imaginary splotches is Beth Schuler. Bethy, she'll throw down a splotch and say, "What do you see?" And it doesn't have to be an animal. This girl can draw. It's okay, Miriam. She'll throw down a splotch and then we decide what to see and then she'll draw it in there. I like that with the bird. I like that funky bird there, that long neck bird. Diane says the one on the right bottom looks like a cat with the tail in the air. Yeah. Or a tail in the air.
Which one? In this one, I'm turning into a little lumpy thing.
No, I think the one in the middle is the one she means.
That one?
Yeah.
That could be a cat, yeah. The tail there.
Or any kind of a creature with the tail in the air. And the ear sticking up. Yeah, we can't leave her unsupervised, Miriam. Or was that meant for me? Don't leave me unsupervised. Either way.
No, we can't do that.
What do you got there? Posca pen, white?
Yep.
Good job. Okay, that's just a little fat guy. Little chubby guy. We like them. We like them like that. Cuddle bugs. That's what they are. Oh, look at that. Is them 2 dots his nose, his nostrils? And those 2 right there are his eyes?
Well, it was until that one flooded a bit. Oh, shoot. I was having fun there.
Yeah.
And it went and disappeared on me.
Hi, Apple. Rorschach therapy today. Could be. Although it's not like, isn't that like ink blots that are folded onto each other and then they open it up and say, what do you see? These are just,
That's what that's, yeah.
these are just paints. Good thing. Paint drops. Very good. Imaginary aminals or creatures or critters or could be anything. Like I said, Beth can, if you tell her you see a bus, she'll draw a bus.
Mm.
Carla says the one above right looks like a cat licking its paw. Well, I went with a bunny rabbit, but yeah, it's a creature hunkered over. I agree. Something hunkered over licking its something. Its foot. Yeah. It's got a mini trunk. In case anyone wonders what that thing sticking out is, that's its trunk. You're off camera, by the way.
Sorry.
Isn't that fun? The rain is let up and the birds are outside singing, and I could just sit here and throw down some paint and play. Oh, she sees, Apple sees an armadillo.
Really? Where?
The blue and violet one in the top right. So
That one?
yeah, well, I think the farther over, because that's your bird head. So
Well, maybe she thinks it's an armadillo instead. Could be.
yeah, could be.
I'm going to cut this one out. He's got lots of little bubbles around him, so I'm going to keep those. I think he's nice. Here we are. A nice little fellow. That looks like a duck, you know. That looks like a duck looking backwards. Don't you think? There's its eye, there's its beak, there's its body, there's its 2 feet.
I like it. Sorry, the guy came in and told us what was wrong with our unit. Yeah. Yeah. Cheap fix. It's the
Yeah, I mean, I could have put in that. I think the answer to that question is it's not working.
It's the flux capacitor, the thing, the Knutner valve that, you know, you got to fix the Knutner valve and the flux capacitor, and then you got to get in your time machine and go off with Michael Fox.
Yeah. Of course.
Mm-hmm.
Right, I want a black pen now. Anybody got a black pen? Oh, I'd say black pen. It wasn't quite what I meant. But that'll do. Done that one. Do this one.
I have a question. Since Apple's not on Facebook, but she is on YouTube. Are we able to post a picture on somebody's community tab, like your community tab?
Facebook community tab?
No. YouTube, your YouTube community tab.
Oh yeah, I don't know whether I can post a picture there, but I do have a community tab. Yes.
Yes, everyone does if they have it in use. And I wondered if Diane could post a picture on Maker's community tab of a gel print that she's done up so that Apple can see it, because Apple's not on Facebook.
Right.
And I don't blame you. It's a death trap. It's just a mindless. Look at that. But wouldn't that be something if you could paste or copy and paste a photo over there on Maker's community tab and share that way? I wonder. Mariah would know.
Well, if I can put it in, I don't know what this is, but I think it's sort of a. It's losing air rapidly. I think it's a balloon.
You know what I think it is?
What?
It's a smelly pooter.
It could be, easily.
Gosh, this pooter.
So it's sort of.
Because he's looking back going, did I do that? I didn't do that. That wasn't me.
Yeah. Me? Nothing to do with me, mate. Don't know where I'm going to put these, but yep, I don't want to put them throughout the book, sort of thing. So I could put that on one of these pages, no problem. It's just something in the corner, you know, like that. What do you think? Just pop in there.
He's so cheery. Do you have a page that? Yeah, now he would be okay there, but the ducky one, the pooter duck, do you have a lighter color page with something a little more whimsy looking towards the back? Oh, there you go. That'll do.
I could fussy cut him out, but no, I quite like it. It's not really a duck. It's a sort of imaginary animal. Yeah, exactly. Not a duck.
Exactly.
This is not a duck. That's not a duck. That's a poodle. Not a duck and a poodle. Right. I want to put him closer. I do want him to be behind there, so I'm going to cut that. I'm going to cut it like that.
The only duck song I know is Three Little Ducks Went Out to Play Over a Hill and Far Away. Mama Duck said quack, quack, quack. Two little ducks came running back.
Oh, that sounds like a rather fatal story.
Two little ducks went out to play over the hill and far away. Mama Duck said quack, quack, quack. One little duck came waddling back. One little duck went out to play over the hill and far away. Mama Duck said quack, quack, quack. No little ducks came waddling back. Daddy Duck said quack, quack, quack. And all the ducks came waddling back.
That's better. Much better.
That's the duck song I know.
Less traumatic.
Yeah, less traumatic.
Yeah, it did promise rather ill for a moment. So I was thinking I could probably fussy cut him, you know.
You think?
I think I'd like to do that. But I don't know about exact fussy cutting. Let's see. Let us see. Let me put that more carefully there.
Yeah.
Put that over. Now, see, I want to cut these little horny bits.
And she's just cutting, everybody, so I'm not gonna nag her to get back on camera. It's just she's just gently cutting.
Is that better? Is that better?
Yeah, if it wasn't so
Um,
it'd be okay.
No, something happened. What did you do? You turned the camera.
No, I didn't turn the camera. The
There you
camera
go.
thought it was turned. There we go. Best I can do.
Yeah, that's the best you could do. That's all right. You're all right. You got 15 minutes.
Have I? Oh.
Yep. And if you go over, you go over. You know, I'll be here. We've got my my magic.
Your magic.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know that one, Carla. So check this out. The guy came, did an assessment, told us what was wrong, had the part on his truck, and he fixed it.
Wow.
Yep.
Now that is very good.
And it didn't cost him an arm and a leg. It just took a couple toes. That's all. I'm like,
Wow.
and he was very friendly, very nice, very cheerful. That's nice. That's good business. So now we're back to cool. Yes, yay. Now we're back to, if I'm suffering in the heat and humidity, you know it's bad because it usually doesn't bother me. And if I'm suffering, I know that Russ is suffering worse because he turns into a puddle, a walking puddle. Hey,
Okay.
I was being kind.
Too good.
Yay.
So I'm just going around him. I don't know what these bits are, but that's what he had, so that's what I drew.
It is nice, Kathy. It is nice when they're so helpful and kind and not cranky and it is wet. It's rainy out. I mean, the rain has let up. You guys saw how bad it was, but the rain has let up, but he still showed up. It from the moment we called until now, which it's all done, it's been less than 2 hours. I mean,
That's very good.
That is really sweet.
Less than an hour, huh?
Yeah. Which is less than 2 hours. In case you were wondering. Yuck, yuck, yuck.
So, have I cut him or not? I can't remember where I am yet. Oh yes, I'm still going around there. So I haven't cut that bit. So let's cut that bit to make sure we've got it. And let's cut the other side as well to make sure we've got that.
Oh, we were talking watching TV shows, and another series that I liked was Barney Miller.
I don't know that one.
Yeah, I didn't think you would. It was quite a while back, but Barney Miller was early 70s. Is that when it was? It takes place in a police detective room.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I absolutely will, MJ. I absolutely will. I will go. We have a neighborhood community page on Facebook, and I will absolutely put his name out there. But I'll tell you, the reason my husband called him is because he sees his van with his name on it. He sees that van in the neighborhood, and so that was the one he called. So I'm pretty sure everyone in the neighborhood already knows, but I'm going to put it out there anyway. I will brag about it. Good service.
Very good, that kind of time. We usually left waiting for a few days before anything happens. Mind you, we don't have air conditioning. We just have boilers.
Right. You know what? I told you I've got another friend who lives up by Yorkshire.
Yeah.
Up in that area, way up there.
Yeah,
She
you
just
did.
had she has a PIV unit.
Really?
You
What's
know
that?
what that is? It's
No.
like fan units up on the wall to circulate the air, so you keep the. And then there was something in her. I think she had one in her attic unit, and it helped to keep the condensation down and the moisture and all of that. I was gonna send you a link.
No.
I forgot. A
Well, to keep condensation under control, the water content, the humidity, then that helps a person cope with the heat. I mean, when we were out in the desert, in the dry heat, it was perfectly fine. I was perfectly okay. But it's the humidity that
Yeah,
I can't take.
yeah, that's how it is for us.
Right, so what have I missed here that I haven't quite cut? I know there's a bit around the tip of that. I think I've got most of that one. So there's some bits here I haven't quite managed to get.
Yep, you're off camera. That's okay. You do you. I need you to be at an angle where you're not awkward and cutting yourself.
Yeah, there is that.
Got them little spiny things on there.
I think I just cut one of the little tiny things off. Oh well, he lost one in a battle. A battle with a paper knife, but a battle nonetheless. Just one little bit that I can't get at.
We'll cut all around it and then see if you can come back in with the scissors.
Why do I always have to draw really intricate things and then try and cut them out?
Well,
Very
you
cross.
don't usually try to cut them out on here. We don't usually see you do that. So
No, my fault.
you do like your details.
Yeah. Well, the thing I've noticed is, I mean, you can see why this is uninteresting because there's no details in it. If I was to put some details in, like texture on the leaf, it would be much more interesting.
You do
And I know
details.
when I did a picture where the actual thing was wonderful, really good, but the whole thing, the whole picture as a whole, wasn't because nothing else had any detail.
When you do your stencils, you do get into details.
Yeah, well, that's I'm talking about before stencils when I was doing other things a long time ago.
Mhm.
It's probably easier to see from the back what I've not cut. Right, so now we've got that. Oops, sorry, hit you. Didn't mean to. If I put him there, then I need to cut off a lot of that.
You
could put him there.
I was trying to send a message, a text, a messenger chat message, and I'm typing and I'm looking. Why is that apostrophe there? There's no apostrophe for you. I didn't type it or whatever. Well, I had been playing with the watercolors earlier, and I did some paint splatters.
Oh.
And I didn't realize that they went up onto my monitor. I'm looking and seeing all these little.
I thought you'd put it onto a keyboard and ruined it or something.
No, it's little paint splatters up on my monitor. guess it went farther than I thought.
That's better. I hate it when technology doesn't do what you want it to. Nice bit of Fanta. So, let's see if there's any progress on this. This probably won't be dry until tomorrow. I do not want to disturb it now. So,
Okay. Well,
I think it might work.
If you want to pull your camera back a little bit so we can see more of what's on your desk, and then I'll come on and we'll thank everyone for being here. Thank you all.
So if I put that there, you'll have a vague idea of what it may look like.
Yeah.
I think it's going to work. Look at the colours.
I like that. Yeah.
I think it might work.
Yep. Good choice. Good choice. The leaf is going up into the air. The mouse is down in amongst the leaves.
The soil, yeah.
Soil,
exactly.
yes.
So that's the idea. And then we'll have to figure out what to do with this one. And that one. I'm going to have to cut that one out, I think. You notice I still have not got a decent red for the caterpillar, the ladybirds. Pity.
Thank you, Miriam, for staying up and being
breaking news. I did find a piece of a whitish sort of this sort of colour, manila colour piece of rock in my driveway. And I picked it up and I thought, that's interesting. I wonder if that would make a mark. Came in, thought, I haven't got a stone to make a mark on, because you're supposed to have a big stone that you make marks on. If it was find out if it will make a mark. Didn't have one, but I've got a stone floor in the kitchen. So I looked down at the hearth bit, whereas there's no tiles, it's just a slab of concrete or something painted red. But it was in places. And anyway, I put the stone and dragged it across it, and it made a beautiful mark.
Ooh.
So I reckon that's almost like chalk feeling to me. I reckon that's going to be quite easy to get a colour out of. So I'm quite chuffed with that.
Yay.
Ew,
Carla. Ew, ew, ew.
So there's all the little creatures I've done.
Yeah.
They won't all go on that page, but that lets you see them a bit better. And we've got our caterpillar. I don't know whether it's going to work or not, but those are going to work on that background.
Henry.
I'm not sure whether to put the caterpillar there. And then you'd have some reason to turn over and find out what the heck that was.
Yeah, I don't like that idea.
No? Okay.
No.
He could sit there. That works quite well, actually.
You could put the original creature feature that you drew. You put that over there, and it looked kind of. I liked it.
What, this one?
Yeah, you put that over there. You put it on the back of the mushrooms.
Oh, on the back of the mushrooms.
Yep, that's where you held it up. It's like, yeah, that
there.
was there.
Yeah. Okay. Good call. Good call. So long as I have more of these creatures all over the place, so you know that they're deliberately put there. They're not just accidental. Good. And in fact, what I might do is get another piece of this. This was the carded paper, and have another go at doing some more imaginary shapes, just to see what might happen. I mean, this one, that was
over here.
Copper sulfate red onion. That's number 27, whatever number 27 is. We should be able to tell that from looking at this. Find out what number 27 was. Number 27 is hibiscus pure patch one. Patch one. Hibiscus and copper. That's what you get with hibiscus and copper. I would love to have a go with some more of that. That would be fun, yes. And I want to have a go with my brand new raven wing and all the other oak gall inks, and with the new pine cone ink, which could be quite interesting. What I'm waiting for now is the oak galls, the ones from, I think it's from India. They're the sort of blue shaded ones.
Oh,
They look like the ones, but they're not as smooth as some of the really round ones you can get in this country. And I've never seen them this sort of bluish colour. So that would be very interesting when they arrive. But it's probably going to take quite a while coming from somewhere like India. It's either India or Italy. Starts with an I. Can't remember. Anyway, there we go. That's about all I can do at the moment.
okay. I'm
I've got to
coming.
go sit down and have a rest. So I'm sorry it's been a bit slow and boring, but I did say in the outset I wanted a nice slow thing to do
It
today.
was relaxing. It was just fine. It was
Yeah.
relaxing, and we had a
Yeah.
nice chat.
I'll get back to doing some more, what's the word? Gel plating. More stencils and gel plating, because I have a stencil idea brewing in the background in the back of my head. So I am working on iterations of that at the same time. So we have not abandoned gel plating. I did try, if you remember, a couple of streams ago, using these natural inks on the gel plate, and it wasn't wonderfully successful. But if I can ever figure out how to make the lake pigments, or at the very least, I might try making some acrylics using the Clearwell Caves ochres. And if I can get any ochres from anywhere else, I might be able to do similar with those. And they're still natural. They're one of the most natural things. Using the earth. Well, I mean, what else? And if I could get some of that nice rock to turn into a nice chalky whitey, faintly yellowish colour, that would be nice as well, wouldn't it? So there we are. That's us for today. And I am now going to go and find my copy of the Imaginary Animals and have a look in there. So, because you reminded me. So we'll have to do that.
We will see you Friday for whatever shenanigans she's up to. And thank you all for being here.
Thank you so much, everybody. Bye-bye, everybody. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.